Hi, Taurus. Okay, I guess we're just gonna jump right in. I feel like we have a lot to say, or there's a lot of different topics to touch upon. Who are you having, who or what kind of conversations are being had? Um, I also feel like there's a need to have a conversation or to question something. What I kind of saw yesterday for you was I think someone made like an assumption or might have a little bit of assumption, possibly because of insecurity. Um, and that actually causes like a little bit of irritation, but mostly it caused sadness because a person's sad about the miscommunication or the way something is panning out, but they don't necessarily have all the information. And I feel like if you just wait a little bit with something that you don't understand, you're going to figure out that it's fine. Um, and I did also see the words passive aggressive. I had to actually kind of look that up. I mean, I guess I know what it is. I think we all can behave in that sort of way. The list is very long now, the way that it can be expressed. But I noticed when I did happen to look it up because I wanted to know, like, what is this, you know? What is that? Am I that? Are you that? Do we need to talk about it? Right? And one of the things that was repetitive on the list was about lateness. It was about time, which is kind of interesting, like being tardy, being late, that kind of thing. So time seems to be a component. Um, okay, so those are just some extra messages. Let's jump into your cards. Your overall energy is actually really powerful and positive. I see really joyous people. Um, I'm almost seeing this as people outside of you. I suppose you could be embodying this positivity and joy also. Uh, the sun's joy. I saw the word Krishna. Huh. Okay, let's see what your challenge is at this time. Oh, we have the Seven of Wands. Oh yeah, zigzag. 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 So things might jump back and forth. What's this showing us? Confidence and success. Those are also like, I feel like those are that. It's basically the same color. Huh. I heard, how do you protect yourself? How do you protect yourself, Taurus? Mars and Cancer, too, right? Although that's probably giving, those of you who have a personal planet there, that's probably giving you a little bit of zip, giving you a bit of power. It's good for you to hold that because not all of us can. All the time, right? That's actually, you can't either all the time. You know that, right? Some of you have some transits going. I see third house, seventh house. Turn your map until your sun is in your seventh house. Hold on. That's interesting. It's kind of one of those things where I guess this is intuition, where you can feel it, but it isn't what's seen, right? It's like what's being shown or what is being presented or even projected a bit like outwardly. It's not, it's like someone can read between the lines. Um somebody might be struggling with their health or financially. Or someone's trying to make their body stronger in some kind of way. The body, it connects to the fire in the body also. What is that, Shakti? Because this is cold and this is hot. Yeah, it's hot and cold. It's I guess the zigzags pretty strong. Give me a second. I always think this card is the Three of Swords. The path is narrow and few walk upon it. There's a fire in front of you that someone has to put out, or there's a fire, but I guess it could be a fire between you and another also. Someone's trying to adapt to a new stage, but there's contemplation that's needed. Both of these speak of emotional security, but it's kind of the lack thereof. I mean, that relates all into our physical world, again, our body, our money, the things of this world. But it's an inner energy. I wouldn't say this is a good time to launch like a business or a project of yours, or even publish anything. If you're completing something, that would be different, but this is like the beginning. This is saying, because the challenge is you have to stay put where you are, having to do something with the number 7. This is making you stronger too. I guess it's interesting. This is so happy here. This is challenging. There's like, I guess that's what's happening in this time when you find this. Is a bit of your energy, a person's energy is happy, sort of gandering in on if they want. I mean, you're gonna go. A person's gonna go here anyway, whether they, I heard, want to or not. This isn't bipolar. It isn't showing me like a bipolar, complete north and south, but it's a bit of this. Sometimes that. And being reminded of, what is it? How do you pronounce his name? The Greek Armenian that was born in Russia, George Gurdjieff. I'm being reminded, or like I'm seeing, I guess, Sufis, and what I'm seeing is like sacred movements happening. So maybe some of you, is it Tai Chi? And then I saw the words healing modality. That may actually help you. Some gentle movements could actually really help. Because this is, again, it swings a little bit hard. So maybe if this is the challenge, what's needed is a way. I see a way to build. Someone's like trying to build their power back. They really shouldn't give too much to other people right now. That's going to hurt your body. Like, if you're working too much, you're going to get sick. Or like, it's like a cold. Like, or you're just tired. Or something's achy and you can't lift that heavy thing that you've been lifting, that you usually lift all the time. It makes you use a different part of your body, or it makes you rest. Okay. This is definitely a mother wound. A wound from a female. These feel like moons to me too, right here. 2 full moons. Or I heard again, a person's going to end up over here anyway. Like, the message keeps coming that we should say, I'm being halted whenever I'm looking at this and trying to explain what I see. But I can't figure out if that's, like, what's supposed to happen, or if, like, for instance, my energy is interrupting that. You know, like, why wouldn't we say, like, you should go towards the sunny side of life? I mean, if you've been in the dark, you will soon be in the light. Don't deny. I'm being reminded. Do you remember the reading we did when we made a fire out back, you and Scorpio? And I was like, man, I think, I don't know if we wished, like, I wish there was more light, or it would be nice if there was more light. And then all of a sudden the fire kicked up, you remember? We didn't have to touch it at all. It was just smoldering and it went poof. It was beautiful. I'll try to remind me if I forget to link that. That was probably 4 years ago now. 357, you get all prime numbers also. Somebody else talked about that recently, prime numbers. Cancer, Capricorn. What's this? I'm curious about this 3. Just a second. I heard you'll get your power back if you've been lacking. If you've been real high, though, like a lot of energy, putting out a lot, things like that, you may go low. Oh, right. I tried to record a reading yesterday. It was too sassy, and again, that miscommunication hadn't been clarified yet, and I'm glad that it did, because it gave us that message. Life lessons. But, I'm going to lose the point. Hold on. Oh, yeah, Wheel of Fortune. That card came, and as an example, and it talked about, again, yeah, if you're up at the top, or you've been up at the top for a while, the wheel's going to come down. You're going to go on the other side. If you've been down, you're on your way up. I heard don't give up on the ride. But there was also a bit about self-sabotage, and where someone, when they're on the bottom, they start to go up and they're just like, nah, I'm gonna play smaller. Nah, I'd rather just jump back down to the bottom and not hold up, because it takes a lot of, I guess it's, I'd assume there's a lot of responsibility no matter where you are in the situation. But yeah, so, and the example that came with the being up and down, I know this won't be for all of you, but literally, but metaphorically speaking, it showed us where the up energy, if you're coming down, it's not to scare anybody, like, okay, you're successful, now you're going to fail. It's not that. I mean, are things changing? Yeah. But it's more of, all right, this has been easy for me. Now, it's going to be harder for me to continue to do that. Now, of course, we can push sometimes and make it what we want as we go around until we get back up at the top, right? But I don't know if that's the best bet. And then I saw someone, again, having like an honest conversation with themselves and with somebody else. And then I heard some dude from Boston be like, bet. Bet. I haven't heard that in a minute. Funny. Bet, which means someone agrees with you. They'd bet on that. It's a, okay. Yeah, something can't be done right now. It, 'cause, yeah, something can't be done right now. It, 'cause, yeah, something can't be done right now. It, 'cause, yeah, something can't be done right now. It, 'cause, yeah, something can't be done right now. It, 'cause, yeah, something can't be done right now. It, 'cause, yeah, something can't be done right now. It, 'cause, yeah, something can't be done right now. It, 'cause, yeah, something can't be done right now. It, 'cause, yeah, something can't be done right now. It, 'cause, yeah, something can't be done right now. It, 'cause, yeah, something can't be done right now. It, 'cause, yeah, something can't be done right now. It, 'cause, yeah, something can't be done right now. It, 'cause, yeah, something can't be done right now. It, 'cause, yeah, something can't be done right now. It, 'cause, yeah, something can't be done right now. It, 'cause, yeah, something can't be done right now. It, 'cause, It's a time to sharpen the tool, not use the tool. I'm seeing someone buy really shitty shit, like, shitty shit, who says that? Really, what am I seeing? Well, I'm seeing the words family. The value. Interesting. I saw what we did there. Did you rewind for a second? It's okay. Give me a second. I feel like the clock's stuck. I suppose we can go till that. I mean, we don't gotta run it all the way out, but let me see how to, because these ones are a little bit tough. This is also someone who's strong on the outside, and they're really squishy on the inside. Again, some of you have strong Cancer placements of your moon. I mean, Mars is in Cancer right now, too. It's pretty powerful stuff. And that's until June. Let me see. What do we want to know? Adapting, contemplation. Contemplation is the third stage of meditation, right? It's contemplation comes after experience, within and without. So someone may be mad at themselves for something, and they may be just mad that they can't or they couldn't solve it or figure it out. Moon, whoa. Yeah, somebody's moon sign's very strong. Maybe someone has a moon, it could be moon in Capricorn, moon in Saturn aspects. It's that kind of, it could be like the third house is heavy. That might be true. Whoa. 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 Look what was on the bottom of the deck. I guess that's that. I heard be real with how you feel. Be real with how you feel. Face to face. Yeah, and some kind of conversation's important here. It might just be looking yourself in the mirror. You know what I mean? Okay. I hope this was helpful. Please take care. Happy Lunar New Year. I'll talk to you next time. Peace.